Alright, boom. What's up, y'all? Gabe Gray back again. Today I want to talk about bad faith actors. I was dealing with one, and or what I believe was a bad faith actor. Actually, he was a bad faith actor. I think I've made my case, and I didn't realize that people didn't know what these people were. So let me give you my how to handle bad faith actors. Okay, for those of you guys who don't know, my name's Gabe Reed. I used to be a former cult leader. I worked in one of the most successful cults in American history, still going to this day. Was there for about 8 years. So I am very up to tune on cult methodologies, narcissism, and subtle tactics people use to deceive you. I say this because I was a cult leader. I bought into the cult hook, line, and sinker, worked my way up in the cult, and so now I use the skills that I learned in the cult to now help people deprogram and get their lives back. Okay, so I want to talk about bad faith actors. Okay, I say this to myself a lot all the time, but I really feel like society peaked in 2016. In 2016, something very interesting happened that I don't remember happening at any other point in my life. So the 2016 election, we get Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Now, this is the first time I can remember where on a wide scale, everybody was like, well, I'm picking the lesser of two evils. Even the people who were voting for Trump was like, well, I'm voting for Trump because he's not Hillary. And the people who were voting for Hillary were like, I'm voting for Hillary because she's not Trump. And we saw that same kind of thing in 2020. And we saw this same kind of thing in 2024. So for the past decade, American politics, the people who we are voting into positions of power, we've already conceded that we're voting for the lesser of two evils, which means that when you're in a competition between two evil people, whoever is the most evil is going to win. This is why, when people come at me for not voting, people think something's wrong with me for not voting. I think y'all are stupid for voting. Voting has no power if the people who are voting are uninformed. If the people who are voting don't have backbone, if the people who are voting don't have spines, then it doesn't matter if you have the ability to vote because you're uninformed, right? You don't get that when you vote for the lesser of two evils, you are still voting for evil. And when you vote for an evil person, you are conceding that even the appearance of integrity is not important for the highest positions of authority and power in our country. You are conceding that. We knew before 2016 that, and I promise this is not going to be a political rant, because honestly, I don't give a fuck if you voted for Donald Trump, Hillary, left, right, conservative. I don't really give a fuck. Like I said, I don't vote. But I'm just using this as an example. We already conceded that, hey, politicians probably lie to us. Dirty politicians is probably a thing. But politicians knew that they couldn't outright just come out and be flagrant and belligerent and say wild shit. Right? You just couldn't outright be racist. You couldn't just outright just be a sexual predator. Right? You could, bro, I remember the first time a political scandal was Monica Lewinsky. And still to this day, I'm bro, if the president of the United States cannot have himself an eater, what are we doing, bro? Right? But I get it. But the point is, back in the 90s, you had to have an appearance of moral integrity. We no longer require that of our leaders, of the people who have authority, the people who have power, our influencers, our role models. We no longer require as a society for people to come with the appearance of integrity. So a lot of people believe that, like, oh, as long as I'm a good person, as long as I'm moral, like, it'll all work out. No, nigga, no, it's not gonna work out. And so what happens is you have a lot of bad faith actors. Now, what bad faith actors are people who, they don't care about the substance of what's being discussed or what's being talked about. The only thing bad faith actors care about is using this as an opportunity to gain attention for themselves. And we are seeing more and more and more bad faith actors gain prominence because people do not know how to combat bad faith actors. And so in this video, I want to break down, how do you combat bad faith actors, okay? So number one, you need to understand, what is the purpose of a bad faith actor? A bad faith actor does not give a fuck what you got to talk about or what you're saying, okay? A bad faith actor is doing one thing. They are trying to use you as a pawn. They're trying to use you as an opportunity to bring attention to themselves or their business or something else. But the point is, they're not engaging with you on a level playing field where like integrity, truth, the substance of what's being said is what matters. The only thing that matters to them is, do I get attention for myself? Do I get what I want out of this? Whereas when you're having a healthy debate or conversation, it's not about what you want, right? It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about, we're trying to get to the substance. We're trying to discover truth. We're trying to discover like something something qualitative, right? Not bad faith actors. They don't give a fuck about that. So you got to understand, all they want is attention. So there's only two ways. There's only two ways to deal with bad faith actors. You completely are apathetic. I didn't say ignore. I said you're apathetic to them. You don't give them any energy. Don't even block them. Or if you do block them, don't even make a big deal about it. Apathetic. Let them yell into the abyss. Let them yell into the abyss. Go ahead, yell, bro. Yell. No one cares. No one cares what you got to say, right? That's one way. Or you use their own shit against them. And this is the one that I do. They want attention? Cool. Let's give them an abundance of attention. So this is how you do this. I'm going to break this down for people, so a lot of people have this, okay? So, and let me give you an example of like a bad faith actor. Let's say you post one day, this is a meme, but it highlights this. Let's say you post one day, I like pancakes. And then someone comments, why do you hate waffles? That's a bad faith actor. And you know it's a bad faith actor because hating waffles has nothing to do with liking pancakes. And so how a person would normally respond to that, right, is, hey man, I'm not saying anything about not liking waffles. I'm just saying that I don't like pancakes. Yeah, well, you know, someone could misconstrue what you said to say that you don't like pancakes or that you don't like waffles. So I think when you say you like pancakes, it's very important that you clarify that you're not just saying that waffles aren't good or that people shouldn't eat waffles. Whoa, dude, I'm not saying that people shouldn't eat waffles. I'm just saying that I like pancakes. I know, but because you didn't clarify, do you see what I'm saying? This person does not give a fuck what you got to say, okay? So that would be an example, and that's a very like elementary example, but along the lines, they are trying to use something adjacent to what you're saying to draw attention to themselves, and that's all they want to do. Okay, so two things you need to do, or here's what you need to do. Number one, you need to aggressively stay on topic. Okay, aggressively stay on topic, and that kind of leads into number two, which is, as fast as possible, concede the moral high ground. You cannot make this about who's coming across better. Because remember, the bad faith actor does not give a fuck about the substance of your argument, of the substance of your claim or what you said. You're up here trying to defend that you just like pancakes. They don't give a fuck about pancakes, nor do they give a fuck about waffles. This is an opportunity for them to draw attention to themselves. So the first thing you want to do is concede the moral high ground. Because if you get into an issue of moral high ground and where you've allowed them to obfuscate the issue or confuse the issue, right? I like pancakes. Well, why don't you like waffles? Okay, that's a separate sentence. They're not related, right? So what has he done? He's confused the issue. The issue is now confused. We're now in a confused issue. Now anybody watching you guys go back and forth, if they aren't sharp, and 90% of people aren't, if they aren't sharp, they're going to get caught up in the back and forth. And they're going to go, if you start to lose, right? Or if you start to lose composure, not lose the argument, but if you start to lose composure and go, what the fuck are you talking about? Right? You're dumb. That's just an ad hominem attack. You're just attacking me because you don't have anything to say. And then other people go in, yeah, you didn't need to attack them. I say this and people disagree with me. If they go low, you go to hell. Why do you do this? Because they are there to make themselves the good guy. You are a pawn to them. They don't give a fuck about pancakes. They don't give a fuck about waffles. They don't give a fuck about nothing you got to say. The point is they are trying to use you as a jumping point for themselves. So cool, let's give attention. I'll be the bad guy. I'll be the bad guy, but I'm still right. Right? I'm still right. So what I do is I completely concede the moral high ground. Hey man, can you fucking read? Do you not have reading comprehension skills? Oh, that's so insulting. Yes, I'm insulting you, bro. Because how did you get I don't like waffles from I like pancakes? Please explain it to me. Please explain it. Remember, they don't give a fuck about waffles. They don't give a fuck about pancakes. They're not here to debate that. They're here to use you. So let's play. Hey, bro, do you not have reading comprehension skills? Oh my gosh. Why are you attacking me? Because you're a fucking idiot. That's why I'm attacking you. You're stupid. If I don't tell stupid people that they're stupid, stupid people won't know that they're stupid. Stupid people will walk around reading sentences like I like pancakes and interpret that as I hate waffles. You're stupid. Clearly, you've been living 20, 30, 40 years of your life and no one has loved you enough to tell you that you don't know how to read. So I'm here telling you that you don't know how to read. That I like pancakes does not mean I don't like waffles. Now, please explain to us how you got I don't like waffles from me saying I like pancakes. I've completely conceded the moral high ground. I'm an asshole. I'm a complete and total asshole. Because remember, they just want to appear better than you. They just want to come out on top. They don't care how they get there. They don't care if they lose the substance of the claim. That's not important. Because remember, public debate is not even really for discovering the truth of the matter. It's really for everybody watching. So when you post something on social media and then someone comments it in bad faith, they understand they're doing this for the people. Oh, you want to look good in front of these people? Cool. You're a fucking idiot. I'm going to tell these people you're a fucking idiot to your face. And I'm going to do it aggressively and I'm going to do it meanly. You know why I'm going to do it meanly? Because I know you're here on some bullshit. And people who waste my time piss me off. So that's why I'm going to do it. So please explain how you got I hate pancakes from I like waffles. Otherwise, I'm going to keep calling you a fucking idiot in front of all these people. Third, pick your battles. Okay? You don't need to do this with everybody. But if you go in, make sure you're going to go in on something you really believe. Right? don't let up. Because remember, people are like, man, how did we get in this post-truth society? How did we get in this post-truth society? You let people talk bullshit without consequences. So everybody else thinks the bullshit is on par with the intelligent shit and the shit that helps. That's it. You let bullshit exist. You let bullshitters exist with no consequences. You think, no, bro, all ideas are not equal. No, driving the speed limit is not an equal idea to going 90 in a school zone while school is just let out. Those are not two equal ideas, right? If I say you should drive the speed limit and then someone goes, you can't tell people what to do. Who are you to tell people what to do? Well, you're right. You are technically right. As a private individual citizen, I do not have authority over people's lives to tell them what to do. But when I said drive the speed limit, that I had authority over your life? Please point to it. Please screenshot it, highlight it, and point to the part of when I said drive the speed limit that I'm exerting authority over people's life. Force them to stay on topic. This is why I said concede the moral high ground. Concede the moral high ground. The more energy you give them, or the more that you give them oxygen, the better for them. So every time they're mentioned, make them look like an idiot. Make them look stupid on purpose. I am here to make you look like the idiot you are because you are acting in bad faith. So if you're going to get attention, because you're trying to use me for attention, if you're going to use me for attention, then all the attention you're going to get is negative attention. And everybody's going to think you're a fucking idiot who can't read. Because that's what they want. They want attention. So give them an abundance of attention. Give it to them. Give them all the attention they want. But make sure you dominate the narrative. You dominate them. Do not let them come in. This is why I say concede the moral high ground. If you get into a game of morality with these guys, you will lose. Because that's not the point. We were talking about fucking pancakes. It doesn't matter if I cuss. It doesn't matter if I say I fucking love pancakes or I love pancakes. My language doesn't matter. Right? This is why I'm saying, another reason why I concede the moral high ground, because it sets a trap for them. It sets a trap for them. I'm going to purposely piss you off. I'm not going to piss you off. I'm going to purposely be offensive because I know you're going to focus on that because you don't really have an argument. So please walk straight into my trap. Walk straight into my trap. I'm going to be offensive. You're going to talk about how I'm being offensive. And then I'm going to talk about how you had to talk about me being offensive because you have no substance to your argument. Give them what they want, but dominate the narrative. You want attention, I will give you attention. That's how you handle bad faith actors. You either completely ignore them, apathy. Nobody cares about you. Or understand that they're only engaging with you to get attention. So make sure that the attention that they get is negative. Why? Because if bad faith actors do not get negative attention, we are going to continue, society is going to continue in this post-truth era where bullshitters and people who lie and people who obfuscate and people who do not tell the truth and people who don't have integrity not only are treated on the same playing field as those who do have integrity, as those who do have a more solid position, as those who are arguing in good faith. That was what society was like in 2015 and 16. That's how we even got to Hillary and Trump. Because people just accepted that, hey man, the bad faith ideas got on the same level playing field as the good faith ideas. Now we live in a society where the bad faith ideas are superior to the good faith ideas. So how do you combat it? You don't have a choice. You have to call stupid people stupid. You have to call bad faith actors stupid. No, people are not intelligent enough to figure it out on their own. I really wish the world was like that. It is not. You have to tell people that person is a bad faith actor, and you have to do it unapologetically. And yes, I want bad faith actors to be offended by me. You know why? Because if they're offended by me, they won't fucking try me. They won't try me, and they won't try you. Yes, you should offend bad faith actors. Yes, you should offend liars. Yes, you should offend these people. 100%. 100%. Because you need them to know, hey man, if you come over here and try to act like you're on my intellectual level playing field, when I've done work, research, and I've really critiqued my own self to come to my positions, and now you just want to come over here with some bullshit, you are disrespecting the work that I put in, the time, effort, and energy I put in to get to this reasoned position. You're treating my work like it's the bullshit that's coming out of your mouth. I can't have you disrespect my work. I can't have you disrespect the time, effort, energy I put in to come to this idea. I worked very hard. I critiqued myself. I fact checked. And here you come over here with bullshit. Yes, it's infuriating. Yes, it's angry. Yes, it makes me angry. Anger is a natural human emotion. It's not my fault you're too much of a pussy that you can't handle somebody being angry at you. You see what I'm saying? Like you gotta start living by principles. You gotta stop being afraid of the outcome. You gotta stop trying to be effective. Stop trying to win people. Stop trying to convince everybody. Live by principles. Bad faith people need to be dealt with. Otherwise, they will continue to be bad faith. You can put your head down and hope that one day everybody will get it, and one day, people will see it. No, they won't, bro. No. If nobody tells you, when was the last time somebody told you were stupid? Most people watching this have not been told they were stupid in a very long time. So think about that, bro. Let's say 90% of the people watching this video haven't been told they're stupid. Or haven't been told they're not, they're dumb. What does that say about all the dumb people watching this? They don't believe that they're dumb. They don't believe that they're stupid. And then y'all get mad when stupid people rule over you. They don't know that they're stupid. They believe that they're right. You don't have the guts and the courage to go, you are stupid. You lack reading comprehension skills. You are arguing in bad faith. That's how it works. If you let the stupid people believe that they're right, they're gonna assert that they're right until they gain following and until they get power. That's how it works. You gotta snuff these guys out, and you have to do it aggressively. It actually helps your case. It does not help your case to be neutral. It doesn't, because you're not helping people see the absurdity of what's happening. The absurdity of what's happening is, I'm talking about pancakes, and this nigga's trying to obfuscate talking about waffles. Waffles got nothing to do with what I'm talking about over here. It does not help your case to remain morally neutral or try to, no. Society needs to be infuriated when people try to intentionally lie, intentionally try to deceive, intentionally try to manipulate. We are all just desensitized to it. We just go, it just happens. No, nigga, no. Have a backbone. Fuck the consequences. Yes, it's gonna be like that. There's gonna be consequences, but that's because you live in a bullshit world where nobody's got a backbone, where nobody stands up to anybody. Everybody waits for somebody else to fix their problems. And so we all live in a society where we're all waiting for somebody to fix the next thing. It's not gonna happen. Stand up to these guys. Especially online. It's online. What are people gonna do? Only thing they can do is block you. Right? Most people aren't gonna pull up on you. Think about it. How often do you hear on social media two people pull up on each other? It doesn't happen often. Most of the time when people pull up on each other, they have real life beef, not online beef. It happened. You may hear a story about that once a couple times a year. People ain't gonna pull up on you. And if they do, whatever, nigga. All right, but listen, that's how you handle bad faith actors. This was way longer than I wanted it to be. But love you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.